Yeah, it's the REKK report. Rekkhan's in the building, giving you the raw and uncut. You know how I do. Sit back, relax. Welcome to my world. We're getting it in. Let's get this started. It's the REKK report. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the REKK report. Today's topic, what I really want to speak on, this is the 10 hottest girl groups that I had a crush on like forever. I mean, this is not just a regular girl group like list. This is the list of every person, every woman, girl, everyone that's in that group. I had a crush on like a hardcore, like a real serious crush on. Maybe at different times, maybe at the same time, but all these groups right here. So when I get into the comments or whatever saying, well, what about it? Hey, yo, this means everybody in that group, I was like, I can be with her. Like, I like her. I would like to be with her, not just smash, because all of them will get smashed. All the other groups that y'all probably talking about, everybody gets smashed. But this is like every woman in that group. I was like, yo, I had thoughts of being down. So first and foremost, let's get the sponsors out the way. This episode is sponsored by The After. You know what I'm saying? Rekkhan presents The After. New album dropped. It's out. Just go check it out. Like I said, I'll put the link in the comments and everything in the title. But anyway, let's just get into the list because I don't want to waste anybody's time. This is how we'll do it. So instead of, because I got one more group that came into mind. So it's not gonna be 10. We're gonna do 11. It's gonna be the 11. So it might be titled 10, but it's gonna be 11. I throw 11 piece in there. And that 11th person or that 11th group, which is, I'll just start with number 11. Number 11 is Brownstone. Now, if you haven't heard of Brownstone, man, you know what I'm saying? If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. Stuff like that. All three of them girls, I was just like, yo, anyone can get it. Anyone can get it. You know, man, man, there's no words, man. If you go back and look up these groups, I'm gonna put their names in the comments and stuff like that, or their names on the list. But yo, I'm just talking. I'm just rambling. But anyway, Brownstone, number 11. Number 10 on the list. We're gonna go all the way across the pond. Floetry. Now, you've seen Floetry. It's two women, two beautiful young ladies. I think one mainly sings, the other one she sings, she's an MC, she flows. But both of them young ladies, fine. And I'm like, at one point in time, or probably at the same, I was just like, yo, I had a serious crush on both of them. Serious crush. So I'm just like, yo, we just leave it like that. Number 9. Number 9, we got JS. A lot of people don't remember JS. JS was a group that came out, I guess, late 90s, early 2000s. I think Kales produced some of their stuff. It was doing stuff with the Isley brothers. In fact, Ronald Isley, he ended up marrying one of the sisters, and they got a kid together and all that other type of stuff. But both of them two girls, I mean, when they first came out, I was just like, yo, I'm like, man, fine, like fine, talented, can sing, all that. I'm just like, man, you have no idea. Like I said, we'll go from there. Number 8, we'll go to 8. Okay, 8, we have Janae. So everybody knows Janae. Janae is, I think, KD from Naughty by Nature, saying, got them plugged in and signed off and all that. But them two young ladies, they was from the, light skin, dark skin. Both of them had the fades, they had the low cuts, so they was just like, they was keeping it natural and they could sing their butt off. So it was like, at one point I was just like, man, ooh, now her, now her. It was just, ooh, like I said, man, Janae. Like I said, you might just, whatever. I'm gonna keep it moving. Cut Close. Keith Sweat's group. Cut Close. That'll be 7. Man, all 3 of these girls, fine, could sing. I was just like, they are just like nice to watch them doing stuff with Keith Sweat, and then they did the solo albums, and I was just like, yo, those 3 females, they was I had a crush on all of them. So yeah, that's what it is, man. Man, let me see, who else do I got? Changing Faces. Another group, Kales did a few joints for a few of their singles. Those 2 young ladies, super fine, super beautiful, majorly talented. But I always had a crush on them, like when they was out. Now all I'm saying is, like, man, I just remember when their song first came out, I was just like, man, these girls is something. They reminded me of like 2 of the 2 girls I used to know. I was just like, man, dude. But anyway, like I said, this the list. The list that what inspired this list is pretty much who I'm on next, and that's 702. 702, because I just heard the recent passing of Iris. That group all together, I had even one of them, I had a crush on all 3 of them at one point in time. Like, fine. Then I find out, like, the 2 sisters who was they was twins themselves, so they was twins. So it was 2 more girls out there in the world that looked like them that was in this group, and I was just like, I was digging them. And like I said, this list was actually inspired by that, because it was like one of the moments of like, man, I wish I had the opportunity, man, I couldn't save her, like that. But it's like, I was just like, man, you just don't know. But it just sparked a lot of stuff in me to say, man, what are these groups that I'm just like, that I was like digging, like everybody in there I was just digging. And it was just like, well, yeah, 702, rest in peace, Irish. I don't want to bring everybody down, because this is just one of the moments of me just feeling like a lot of groups that I was crushing on at one point in time. Oh yeah, Salt and Pepper. Man, who didn't have a crush on Salt and Pepper? We talking about Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella. So everyone, I was like, you can't go wrong. So I was like, so if anybody that's looking at me like, man, Salt and Pepper, yo, even to this day, I'm still like smidging over them, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, SWV, man, dude, SWV, still to this day, super fine. I had a thing for all of them. And like I said, individually, like at one point it was her, then it probably switched. I was like, then I liked her. But SWV, mad talented, mad gorgeous. And like I said, man, if I was choosing, I couldn't go wrong in saying I want her, and I would like to be with her. That's, man, it's just I'm just talking, but you dig what I'm saying. This is all entertainment, man. Yo, other than that, man, who else? Oh, Jade, the Don't Walk Away girls, all 3 of them, super fine. Like I said, at one point I was just like, man, yo, that's the one right there. Man, I was just more like, whoo, player, this is, yo, it was some good with that, man. Oh, I just say my number one of all time will always be In Vogue. Now, In Vogue, when they first jumped on the scene, man, you had no idea what these girls were gonna do. Singing, all this stuff, just like all four. I was just like, my head was blown. I'm like, I can go with her, I can mess with her, I mess with either one of them, and I can, and I'll be winning. I'll be winning. Fine, talented, man. You couldn't go wrong. But that's literally like my number one. So regardless of anybody that's on this list, they were En Vogue was that number one group that I had a serious crush on all of them. You know what I'm saying? Individually, as a group, man. So we're talking about Brownstone, Floetry, 702, Jade, Janae, Changing Faces, JS, Cut Close, Salt and Pepper, SWV, En Vogue. Yo, that's like my top. It was my top 10. It's my top 11. You know what I'm saying? Top 11 girl groups that I had a serious crush like on every one of them. So it's like a serious crush on them individually. Like they were fine. Like I would want to be with all of them. So anybody that's in the comments talking about, well, what about this group? What about that girl group? What about this? The difference is in those girl groups, it was probably one girl out of the group that I was like, one or two girls out of the group that I was just like, oh yeah, I like them too. The other one, she alright, you know what I'm saying? Or the other would be like one girl that I'm digging, and the other two, they alright. These groups that I mentioned, all of these groups, every woman in those groups, I was like, yo, like who, which one, which should I choose? But it's like if I went in like backstage and they was like, I'm doing this right now, but my girl, I'd be like, yo, girl, huh? Oh, we good. But like I said, it's crazy. We'll go that route. So we'll do 11. So we just call it 11 instead of saying 10. 10, it sounds cool, but I know a lot of people are gonna be mentioning names like in my comments or in, you know, online and being like, you didn't mention that group. Like, we're not saying that any groups that you probably mentioned are not good groups. I mean, they're good groups, good, man, talented, but they weren't, to me, I wasn't digging them like that. Like it was like maybe one or two girls and I was just like, yo, I could be with her. You know what I'm saying? I got a crush on her. Like, most of the time you got groups, you're like, I got a crush on her. But that's how it was. These groups that I mentioned, everybody I had a crush on. I had a crush on every one of them. So from Brownstone all the way to En Vogue, how can you choose? You can't go wrong. That's about it. But I keep letting y'all know, man, just, live love life, man. This is one of them things of being like dreams of smashing the R&B chick or whatever you want to say. But it's like all these other groups, they'd have got smashed. But I'm like, these groups and these women are women that I'd have been like, I would have wanted to build something and try to work something and try to make a unit. So that's about it, man. Y'all can take it for what y'all take it for. I see you want to see it. The grind is real. Stop playing. The REKK Report. Yo, see you next time. Peace.
REKK Report.